Morning, Bill here with another edition of Metals Minute. Today is Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. And it's been a good year for the metals. It doesn't seem that way so far, with metals being down a little bit, but good in the sense of they're the best performing assets so far this year. Both stocks, major stock indexes, especially the tech-heavy NASDAQ, and also cryptocurrencies have really been knocked lower this year, along with most every asset category. But the metals are holding up the best, and one of the reasons is in times of uncertainty, and some of the uncertainty we're seeing is around official narratives of one kind or another, whether it's economic or medical. There's some conflicting information that's coming out, hard data that's hard to be explained any other way other than some of the things we've been told for the last 2 years are not necessarily true about COVID and the vaccines. And what I'm referring to is a report that's come out in the last week where a CEO of a major life insurance company does a lot of group life across corporate America. It's called OneAmerica. And the CEO has announced that the deaths of all types are up 40% for working age people, age 18 to 64. And this increase cannot be explained by COVID or by overdose deaths, and so that leads us to question some of the narratives that we've heard about different things, but also economic. There's uncertainty there. The Fed has just released some minutes where they talk about how they're going to be fighting against inflation by tapering, and we know that tapering doesn't mean that they're selling their existing almost $9 trillion, which has doubled in the last year, more than doubled, $9 trillion asset base of purchased bonds because there wasn't anyone else willing to buy them, U.S. Treasury securities. They're not really selling those. They're just going to slow the purchase and possibly stop over the next couple of months. But that's not going to do much to alleviate the supply chain issues and the cause of inflation. When they talk about raising interest rates, they're looking at maybe 0.75%. But if we look at history, it took interest rates of up near 20% before inflation began to turn around. And right now, there's no way they could afford to raise those interest rates. So I think because of a lot of the uncertainty that we see going on, people do like certainty. And one of the things that has proven itself for years and years, thousands of years, financially anyway, has been gold and silver. And incidentally, there are therapeutic treatments with silver. Silver is used in bandages, it's used in antiseptics. Small particle silver is used as to treat disease and infections of various kinds. And so it's interesting that gold and silver is beneficial both as a financially and monetarily, as well as medically they can help, and they're used in all kinds of treatments. So that's an interesting sidebar about gold and silver. But our interest today is in helping protect you financially, and so we encourage you to check that out and consider some of the best performing assets, not only so far this year, but also over the last 20 years or so. And so anyway, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you next week. The details are in the write-up of the last week and previous year. But take a look at that. We've got a link to some other information, and our TED Taper Talk article also is linked in today's short article update. So thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.